Hey guys, I'm sorry for the lack of a 2019 room and setup tour. And I probably would have procrastinated on this video too if it weren't for a little something in the air. I can't go out to do other videos or to get supplies for other videos, so I'm basically forced against my will to do this. So, introducing Room and Setup Tour 2020! Let's start with the most boring room where no action happens. Or at least for me. The bedroom. Wow! Here's what the room is named after. I don't bother making it because it's gonna get messed up every night, so I want you guys to take notice on how only one side is wrinkled and the other side will remain untouched because of some reasons. Oh look, an eye mask. Because I go to sleep at random times during the day and during the night, so sometimes I need this. Why did you guys want this video so much? Oh look, there's my companion that sleeps next to me every night. And she's trying to leave again. To distract myself on the lonely nights, I have this, an LG short throw projector. I like this projector because you can put it up against the wall and it will project a huge image without having to put it on the ceiling or put it far back. Only complaint I have is that your room has to be kinda dim so the picture's not that washed out. Other than that, I love this setup. Plugged into it is a 4K Apple TV, which is kinda pointless because this doesn't support 4K. This used to be plugged into a 4K TV, but I didn't need this to be plugged into a TV anymore. But yeah, this projector needs an Apple TV. No Hulu, no Netflix, no Disney Plus, so yeah, that's a good thing to have. And this is my Animal Crossing New Horizons Special Edition Switch, as you can see. Yes, I had two. This was the one I pre-ordered when it was announced. I like how the dock matches the projector. And all of these electronics are sitting on top of a Mario question mark box that someone was throwing away. This might be a fire hazard. I like this power strip because it has USB-C. So I can charge my 12-inch MacBook. This is the MacBook I usually take on trips because it's really small and light. This also works really well when I'm in my bedroom and I need a MacBook to complete some work, but I don't feel like going to the other room to get my main MacBook. And Final Cut Pro runs fine on it. The export times are a little bit long, but it's still fine. 2017, 256 gigabytes. I got a really good deal on it on eBay because it has been dropped, as you can see. There was a huge cracked hole in this glass screen right here, but I covered it up with some black printer paper, so you can't even tell. Other than that, this thing works perfectly fine, and it was a steal for the price I paid. And this is some art of Mario and Luigi Dream Team. I bought it just because it looked nice. Also, you dream in the bedroom, so it fits in this room. MacBook sitting on top of a 12 South bamboo stand, and that's sitting on top of some vintage Apple floppy drives. Again, I like how I themed everything. And they are sitting on top of some game guides from newish and vintage games I got from various places. And sitting proudly in front is an NES Rob. I've always wanted one of these. And his Amiibo. Don't talk to them. And they're all sitting on top of a Macintosh LLSI I found at a thrift store. I put a little Digito happy face on it because CRTs are scary. So I wanted to make it less scary. And I tested it and this actually works. Right here we have the infamous Designed by Apple in California $300 book that's just filled with pictures of Apple products. I got it kinda dirty from using it in a couple of my videos. And right here I have a vintage Apple Macintosh PowerBook 180. Also found this at a thrift store. Not sure if it works, don't have a charger for it, but yeah, I like to keep the most vintage Apple products I own next to each other, which are these. And right next to that is this Dyson Hot Plus Cool air purifier. Not sure if it actually improves my health, but it has this cool LCD display that shows how good the air is in the room. But yeah, the heating part is really important because I said this before, but my room gets really cold if you keep the door closed. Like for some reason, even though I have a heating vent in my room, no hot air reaches my room from the central heating. It's warm if I keep the door open, but I like to keep the door closed for privacy reasons. So yeah, cool little machine. Near the door is my Boosted Mini X. I used to have a Boosted Board V2, but that was taking up too much space, so I sold that. So yeah, this is the only Boosted Board I have now, and I'm kind of sad because Boosted Board is going out of business. Charger for the remote right there, charger for the board right there, and it's sitting on top of a guitar stand. And honestly, I don't ride this too often anymore since I got the new car. But they're still pretty fun to ride, and I'll be keeping this until it breaks because I can't get service for it anymore. VidCon posters from each VidCon I've been to so far. I don't know why I still have them up because I kind of find VidCon cringe now. Helmet for the boosted board, and some more Nintendo canvas art. Here's my nightstand. iPad Pro. I love and use this thing more than my MacBook because it doesn't have a keyboard, just this smart cover, and when you stand it up like that, it takes up a smaller footprint than a MacBook with a keyboard. Apple Pencil. Don't know why I bought it, don't use it much, but when I do, it's really satisfying to use. AirPod Pros, remote for the Dyson Air Purifier, and the remote for the projector. A Nintendo New York water bottle I got in New York. There used to be a handle on this, but I've knocked it over so many times during the middle of the night, it broke off. Some mystery items unboxed in Plain Rock Toys videos. These work better than a condom for preventing pregnancies. This is like a 160 gigabyte iPod Classic I found at Goodwill for like $10. It still works. The battery's dead right now, but it's still filled with someone else's songs. And I just put it here to look cool and retro. Ooh, a fanfic using amiibos. Still using the Echo Spot because I don't like the look of the newer Amazon Echoes with a screen. This one's unique because it has a round screen. Some Beats X I don't even use anymore. I lost these for a year, then I found them, and now they just sit here. Didn't miss them at all. And here we have a 12 South double charging dock for an Apple Watch or any Lightning device. I like this because it's one cable to charge two things. I don't know if I want to buy wireless charging yet because I'm pretty sure this thing charges devices way faster than wireless charging. But if Apple ever does release AirPower, I'll buy that. Bah! This drawer, just some boosted repair stuff. What's in this drawer? And sitting on top of this beautiful blue Power Mac G3 is this. I don't know how to describe this. Some more coins from Plain Rock Toys. Trump slippers from when I stayed at the Trump Hotel for a vlog. And the best investment ever, this giant Yoshi plush. He even has his own Wii remote, which I have right here. I just use him to put stuff I got from conventions, events, or midnight releases, cause I don't have a use for this junk, so I just put him on him. Oh look, a Tanacon wristband, Mario Odyssey poster, and some vintage Apple AirPorts. They're just vintage Wi-Fi routers, but I like how they look, so I just keep them out. Also a Luigi's Mansion 3 poster. Pro tip, if GameStop has any of these left over from a midnight release and you come in the next day and ask them if they have one, they'll give one to you for free, so yeah. And some newer Apple Wi-Fi routers that I thought looked cool. On the back of my door, a Nintendo Switch backpack and a Nintendo New York hoodie. Can you tell who I simp for? This shelf is retired video gear. I used to use a Flip Mino back in the days. This isn't my original one. I gave my original one to my friend. I found this at a Goodwill for like $5, and it doesn't work no matter how long I charge it. I also used to use a Canon Vixia HF R600. This is an R80. But the crazy thing is, I found this at a Goodwill for $7, and it completely works. Well, right now the battery's dead, but I promise you it works. Oh, here's my Canon G7X. This is the original that I've been using for like 2-3 years for vlogging, I don't know. Still works surprisingly. You can see how abused it is. It doesn't have a lens cover and the screen is cracked. Aw, and there's my first MacBook I edited my first YouTube videos on. That also still works. And this is my dead shelf because it's full of stuff that I smashed for videos like this or that. Stuff that's dead that never caught on. Oh look, the Polterpuff from Luigi's Mansion. And that used to be kind of a dying franchise until Sonic Mania and the Sonic movie. But yeah, the dead shelf. The only thing I want to show in my closet is my collection of iMac G3s. I have a problem. Here are my light switches. Why am I showing these? Because I have Philips Hue. And if you don't know anything about Philips Hue, they're smart light bulbs that have to have constant power for them to work. Alexa, turn the lights off.
Okay.
Very useful when I don't feel like getting out of bed to turn them on and off. But yeah, I had to get this switch installed, a Philips Hue switch, because every time I leave the room, I don't want to have to ask Amazon to turn the lights on and off. Oh look, there's my old green screen on that shelf next to a Microsoft Excel box. Yeah, I don't use that green screen anymore because every time I hang it up, it always falls while I'm recording. So, I got this. It's an Elgato green screen. No need to drape it up. I'll be honest, this is kind of overkill for filming sketches with because I barely use this thing and I don't stream at all, so yeah. But it's really convenient when I have to film videos that require a green screen, so good purchase. Speaking of filming, we're done with everything in that room, so let's go into the room where all the stupid magic happens. The office. Wow! Feel the magic. Let's start where I filmed a couple of times already. The cheap Walmart bookcases. On top of the first bookcase, I have every single iBook G3 clamshell. Blueberry, lime, tangerine, indigo, graphite. They were my favorite to collect because of how they look, so I'm glad I have all of them. We also have some matching colored Apple Puck mouses. Some Club Nintendo figures. I didn't get these from Club Nintendo's. I had to pay more than I'm willing to say what I paid for to get these on eBay. And these are some games/media I didn't think fit well on the game shelf, so I put them here. Stuff like Mario DOS games, game soundtracks. Remember when the Wii first launched and it was sold out everywhere? And I think GameStop gave out these to people who had reserved one? Scott the Woz, the internet, and you. I don't have a VCR player. All of these on a Club Nintendo game shelf thing. Also have to buy that on eBay. Let's take a look at the sections of this shelf. Here's my Apple devices collection. It includes stuff like iPhones, iPads, and iPods, and some other little things. Some of these were my own devices, but most of these I just bought at a thrift store. For example, I bought this fat iPod off of eBay. This was my old Apple Watch, and this was my old iPhone 10. That was also my old iPhone SE. And this was my mom's first iPad. I don't know why I put a Microsoft Zune here. Here's a Nike Plus iPod still in the box, and this was an Apple card holder. This was a iPod Nano I destroyed in a video by slamming it down multiple times. This iPhone 5 is pretty bad. It still works if you're curious. I'm gonna move on before I start talking about everything that's here. This is the Tesla section. For some reason, I thought it would be a good idea to print out a picture of the first time I met my new car. Hot Wheels, a model that you got for pre-ordering the Model 3, but I didn't pre-order it. I just bought this off of eBay. The envelope, the key cards came in. A model supercharger. I'm probably not gonna get the Cybertruck because it's too big for me, so I just got that magazine for like $1 someplace. Behind these Hot Wheels is a Tesla Model S for Kids battery from the one I smashed. Okay, yeah, moving on. This is my Nintendo handheld collection. This is my original 3DS, and behind these Game Boy Advances, that blue thing is my original DSi. And then yeah, most of these other portables I got mainly from thrift stores. This Game Boy Pocket is the oldest one I have. Most of these do work. The only things that don't work are some of the DS Lites. I kinda had a problem with trying to collect every color DS Lite. And I don't know what's with Nintendo and rechargeable batteries, but their rechargeable batteries are like magic. I haven't charged this in a long time. I wonder if it still turns on. Yep, it still turns on. I don't know when's the last time I charged it, and the light is still green. It's also like 20 years old? I don't know. Why are rechargeable batteries so good in older Nintendo devices? Next section. Here are some Nintendo pins I got at E3. And this is the Mario Odyssey game I got Charles Martinet to sign at E3. And this picture was from last E3. We were standing in line and then Charles Martinet goes to the back of the line and starts signing pictures of himself and handing them out. Great guy. These little cupboard things on this side, this is where I keep all the chargers for Nintendo portables and cords for Nintendo consoles and accessories too. And this is where I keep all the extra Apple cords and accessories. Okay, moving on to the second shelf. There are the boxes of the cameras I'm currently using. Yarn Yoshi Amiibo, this Luigi's Mansion 3 flashlight I got at E3. Plush of my second favorite Mario character, Trump water bottle from when I stayed at the Trump Hotel for a vlog. These are some YouTube play button boxes. Some $50 YouTuber merch. Yep, this is what you get for $50. Also, this is just a Mario Kart 8 magnet. I didn't know where else to put it, but now it looks like he's reviewing the Mario Kart cart. And that's a photo I took when we were in New York for our Smash Bros launch. Yeah, that's a happy little memory. Boxed Yoshi's Island game and a boxed Super Game Boy. These I paid collector's prices for. But all of these, I got really lucky with these. I found all of these in a thrift store and they were like $4 each. I don't think I'll ever have a luckier find from a thrift store than this. And almost all of the boxes are complete with what they originally came with. Some of them are missing instruction manuals, but hey, you can't complain. Here's shelf number 1 of the game collection. Switch games, Wii U games, Wii games, and GameCube games, plus N64 games. The majority of the older games I found in thrift stores. It's rare that I buy a game online because I find it more fun to like find them in a thrift store. Got 2 copies of Super Mario Bros. Wii for the boxes. I set the Smash Bros. Ultimate game case on fire for a meme. Probably should get a replacement soon. Some of the Switch games I got from Redbox. Just decided to keep 1 case for all of them. And I got all of these N64 games from a Craigslist deal. I paid $100 for all these games, some accessories, and a green N64 that works. It came with a bunch of other games and accessories, but I didn't want them, so I just traded them in a used video game store and I got $50 store credit. Moving down a level. Here's my collection of DS and 3DS boxes. A lot of the DS games I have didn't come with a box, so they're just sitting in a box with another game. Oh, what's in here? New Super Mario Bros. Yep, and Super Mario 64 DS, and Mario and Sonic game. Some special edition bundles, Wii U games, and Switch games. Smash Bros. Ultimate Special Edition with the Steelbook and the Special Edition Pro Controller. Never opened that, the Pro Controller is still in there because I don't need a Pro Controller. Super Mario Party bundle with the Joy-Cons. Amiibo Festival, this one is still new because no one wanted this. And a Mario Party 10 with Bowser. Animal Crossing Amiibo cards. Some of these were from me opening actual packs, but most of these were from me buying them individually on eBay. This is my favorite villager, by the way. Had to buy this on eBay. And I shredded all of the characters I find unappealing. Oh look, some Mario Sports Superstar Amiibo cards. Yeah, these are worthless because no one wants to play that game. Some GBA cards, 3 of these were from thrift stores, but I bought this one off eBay because I really wanted to try the tilting gimmick. Game Boy cards from thrift stores. These NES games I got for like $1 each because no one wants them. Behind this outdated Club Nintendo calendar are some import games. Yeah, when I went to LA, I found out they had a import store and I bought all the cheapest Wii games because I can't play these unless you have a Japan Wii. DS games are region free though. I got Tetris DS, that was cheap, and Mario Hoops, Atari 2600 Donkey Kong game. I don't have an Atari 2600. Oh look, all of my Mario NES games. And all of my Mario SNES games. And Star Fox. Also, Just Dance 2020 I'm keeping sealed because it's probably the last game on the Wii. So, it's special. And oh look, even more outdated Club Nintendo calendars I bought off of eBay. And this is my collection of Nintendo Power magazines. And I got 98% of these from a Craigslist deal. I think I paid $75 for that Craigslist deal, which was a really good deal. And I do actually want to read through these to take a trip back in time. I only read like 7 so far, cause can't be bothered to read. But I think this was a cool purchase, even though it's not complete. Who Die You? Oldest issue I have is a Dr. Mario one. The newest one I have is Rayman Legends on Wii U. And right next to all the Nintendo Powers, I have some Nintendo folders that are full of cutouts and extra stuff I got with the Nintendo Power Craigslist deal. So yeah, that's cool. There's like a DVD in here also. And on the other side of the bookcases, we have Nintendo puzzles of Mario, Super Mario Bros. Wii, Mario Galaxy 2. Found most of these at Goodwill. And the infamous Monopoly for Millennials. Don't know why I got two. I don't think they became a collector's item. Back to the other side. On top of a Power Mac G4, we have my collection of Wiis. All from thrift stores and all of them work. My favorite one is the red one. Ironic Supreme sticker. I'm pretty sure it's fake. I got it off of eBay for like $1. And a Dyson Hot Plus Cool, which is a downgrade from the one in the other room because it's just the fan and the heater. No air purifier. I want to upgrade this one too to the air purifier version, but I'm waiting for a sale on it. Swinging back to the other side, we have another Power Mac G4, a different version. We have this Nintendo Switch bag I got at a Nintendo event. I don't know what to do with this junk. Little Flying Koopa plush. Also an iMac G4, the one that does this. I also have an old Apple iSight camera on top of it. And this is one of the 4 puzzles I completed I put on computer screens. I just like duct taped the back so it would stay together, and this one's almost a perfect fit. The YouTube box for the 1 million subscriber plaque. And this big thing is an Apple Pro stand. Yes, the $1,000 meme one. I bought it from another tech YouTuber and I'm planning to do a how to flex video of this. So yeah, look forward to that, and hopefully the Pro stand won't lose its meme status if it hasn't already. These lights are also Philips Hue, but I don't have a Philips Hue switch here because since I'm already awake, I can just get up to turn the lights on or off. So yeah, the main use of Philips Hue in here is to change the color temperature. For example, if I'm filming a video and I want a cooler color temperature in that video, Alexa, make the office lights cooler.
Okay.
The cooler color temperature also helps me stay awake if I'm editing for a long time. And here's all my passes from past conventions. I don't know why I bought this shirt. Cringe. Pokemon Sword and Shield flag thing I got at a midnight release. I cut it in half for a video, but I taped it back together. My amiibo collection. Some of them I just took them out of the box, and some of them I kept in the box. Remember when this was the edgiest thing you could do back then? Behind this, perfect attendance award. Yep, I don't know why I kept that. Off-center Mario puzzle. The famous AirPods shirt I made myself with Sharpies and clip art from the internet. And I didn't know where else to put these Mario Kart Hot Wheels, so I just put them on top of the shirts. Some more boxed amiibo, along with some other Nintendo stuff. From Club Nintendo, plushes, yeah. I don't know if this was a wise purchase or not. It's a Boo beanbag that I got for a pretty good price from ThinkGeek because they were shutting down and they were having a fire sale. And I just impulsively bought this. A blue shell I bought on Black Friday at Best Buy even though it wasn't on sale. Here's my camera corner, almost everything I use to make videos. SD cards, batteries, chargers, lens, webcams, microphones, tripods. And this is my new vlogging camera, the Sony RX100 Mark VII. I love it for its fast autofocus, but its low light is really bad. But yeah, I think it was a decent upgrade from my G7X Mark II. And the camera stuff is sitting on top of big box Nintendo stuff. Tell me why I have 3 Wii Fits, and one of them is from a different country. All the Nintendo Labo sets, including the VR set. I only got them for collecting, and I only bought them when they were dirt cheap, when they weren't selling and no one wanted them, so they just dropped the price down to nothing. Oh look, Ring Fit Adventure. That's going for high bucks on eBay right now. I have opened that and I played through 1/4 of the game before I got bored. Maybe I'll get into it again, especially knowing how high the price is on eBay for one of these now. And that is an original NES box, and that's an original SNES box. Both are in really good condition. And on top of them are their classic editions. Very old systems, so some dead Mario characters to match. And some reproduction Hanafuda cards from Nintendo New York. On this shelf, don't ask why Black Yoshi is separated from the rest of the plushes. That's one of the newer Apple Wi-Fi routers, not in use. My Blu-ray collection. It's kind of small because I only buy Blu-rays of movies I really like. If you haven't, watch Searching. I don't know why I bought Detective Pikachu. That was a movie for me. The infamous red Starbucks cup next to the Trump Hotel coffee cup. Useless junk that I used once and then never again. Oh, I remember that hockey game where you're supposed to take a photo to win a contest and I won and we got to sit in the front and I got a gift certificate for $25 which I used on that. Also, here's a magnet from one of my friends who now lives in a different country. And the infamous Route 66 shot glass. Down here we have some of the newer flat panel iMacs, another Mario Odyssey puzzle I completed, and some patches. NES Classic, yes I took out of the box because I like how they look. Power Mac G4, Mac Pro with SNES Classic, and this iMac. I really should take that off, but eh. And here's my Mario Odyssey shrine, including cereal, a guidebook that will probably make it collapse, and a Lakitu. Yeah, I really love this game for the 2 weeks I played it before I 100%ed it. Can't wait for the sequel. Smash Bros. Wii U 3DS posters, and in the middle, a stool with Super Mario cereal, the one without amiibo. Family computer, the Japanese NES. I got this on eBay for like $20 because they were selling it for parts. I was like, why not? A Cappy plush. I'm so glad they decided to make a plush out of him. I think this was the first and only plush I actually pre-ordered. And he's sitting on top of a first-gen Echo Show. Mario Odyssey wallpaper. Again, guess what I simped for? And a Commodore 64 badge from the Commodore 64 I destroyed, cause I thought it looked funny. But yeah, I don't feel like upgrading to a newer Echo Show because this thing already does all the things I need an Echo Show to do, and it gets software updates, so yeah. Also, the newer ones don't have the speaker grill on the bottom, so if I put knickknacks in front of the newer ones, I would obscure the screen, unlike what I'm doing right now. The knickknacks here are really random, there's no rhyme or reason. CTR. And this is the Apple Card I destroyed in that How to Flex Your Apple Card video. And here's where most of the magic happens. The desk that I had since like 2nd grade. Why won't it break? Office Max chair. I paid them to assemble it because I didn't want to assemble something that would collapse and kill me. I'm still using my MacBook Pro 2016 with Touch Bar. The performance is still fine, but I feel like such an idiot for choosing 256 gigabytes back then. Yep, I'm ready for the new 14-inch MacBook Pro so I can get like a terabyte of storage and not have to keep on constantly running out of space. I'm still using the M-Design range stand I got at a thrift store for like $12 way back then. I used that stand with my first MacBook Pro. Also, because I can't be bothered to reach my arms up to use the keyboard and trackpad there, Magic Keyboard 2 and Magic Mouse 2, both with rechargeable batteries. And I don't care if the port is on the bottom. My mouse pad is a cutout from the back of an SNES Classic Edition box. You can see it's already starting to wear down. I don't know why I don't buy a real mouse pad. A Mario Odyssey poster and an NES Classic Edition poster under the glass of my desk. An older 12th South iPhone dock. I really like 12th South. The Dyson fan heater remote and an iPod Shuffle I put here just for the lulz. I don't use it. Does work though. Under the MacBook stand are some dongles. Ugh. Also a board I use for writing down video ideas sometimes. I don't want to explain this amiibo. Boo Amiibo, Koopa Amiibo, I regret not buying the Goomba Amiibo, and my old AirPods that had the Boo sticker on it. Oh, I love these things. Blue Yeti microphone I got on Black Friday. Also got this little windscreen from Amazon. Old PowerBook lid I used to put every sticker I get on it. A Splatoon bottle I got from Nintendo New York. I don't play Splatoon, and I'm probably not going to use this bottle. I just bought it because it looked cool. Custom Coca-Cola bottle. A flip camera. I don't know why I collect these. Starbucks cup filled with various pens and pencils I never use because who uses pen and pencils now? And I'm so happy I got a plush of my favorite Koopaling. Behind him are some wired headphones for iPhone and my Mac because Final Cut Pro freaks out if you use AirPods to edit. And my current new 3DS that's plugged in and charging. I don't know when's the last time I played with it. The Wii that didn't even have GameCube support. And above the MacBook, I photoshopped and printed this thing to help motivate me. This was before I got my new car. There's some water stains on it because one night I choked on some water and I kind of spit it everywhere. Also, that was the color I originally wanted. I don't know, I kind of want to trade it in for a blue one now. Mario Kart 8. Illusion thing, if you can see it on camera. And on top of that, more random stuff. Crash Bandicoot pop figure, the only one I have. Xbox novelty stuff. And an unopened fast food Super Mario World toy. I just thought it was neat, no one opened it for a long time, so I bought it because the packaging was nice. Below the desk, aside from the fire hazards, are the Nintendo Fitness stuff. I didn't have anywhere else to put it, so I just put it under my desk, and I just put my feet on it every time I'm at my desk, so I'm pretty sure it's happy because it has a foot fetish. As you can see, I don't have enough plugs to keep everything plugged in, so I just have these labeled and I plug them in when I want to use them. And next to the desk is another Power Mac G4, another different version. And on top of it is my collection of journals. Zelda 1, Animal Crossing 1, and Mario 1 down there. Also, a 64 that still works but I don't use since I have a green one. Question mark block right there, I didn't know where else to put it, and some We Bare Bear mugs. Yeah, me being a fan of We Bare Bears was kind of a phase. To be honest, I kind of find the show cringe now, so yeah. Oh, and an R-Wing from the Starlink bundle. And here's my entertainment setup. Before I dive deeper into this, I want to show you what my entertainment setup looked like before I got this new TV and the new TV stand.
Here's the setup the day before I upgraded everything. Everything was kind of overcrowded, so it had to go.
This is my LG OLED TV. I love it, and I love how freaking thin it is. Ooh, look at that. I don't like how you can't put a Wii sensor bar on top of it because of how thin it is though. Wii sensor bar, PlayStation camera for PlayStation VR, all the Animal Crossing amiibo, including the Smash ones. All of these were dirt cheap because no one wanted these. Except for the new Isabelle Smash amiibo. That I couldn't find anywhere and I paid $30 on eBay for this just to complete the set. PS4 with this special edition Call of Duty controller I found at Goodwill for $7. Yep, my Goodwill is no joke. And here are all the PS4 games that I have in the box. Yep, PSVR Devil Disc and Rayman Legends, and I only bought this because it was $4 at Goodwill. Maybe I'll try it, maybe I won't, don't know yet. I also had Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, but I sold that. And I basically only use the PlayStation VR to play party games, and there's only one game I really recommend to everyone. You gotta play Astrobot's Rescue Mission. I 100%ed this game, and now this thing sits out to collect dust. If a sequel for that game comes out on the PS5, I'm buying a PS5. You also need like these stupid PlayStation ones to play other VR games, but that's kind of pointless because I also got an Oculus Quest. Really fun for playing a lot of third-party VR games, mostly Beat Saber with custom songs. I love the Oculus Quest because it's wireless. I only bought the PlayStation VR because of how cheap it is, and I already had a PlayStation. I have it sitting on top of a Virtual Boy for the lols. Virtual Boy controller, Oculus controllers. I only have one Virtual Boy game, and it's Mario Tennis, and I'm pretty sure that's the bundled-in game with the Virtual Boy. And a random Nintendo 64 carrying bag because I didn't know where else to put it. Sitting on top of a non-working eMac with a YouTube letter. And on the other side, oh, I'm not proud of how much I paid for that poster. I think I paid like $50+ for this poster because apparently at Nintendo NY they were doing an unveiling of the Bowser statue and they gave these out to everyone who attended, to the first 100 people. And I wasn't in New York at the time, so I just eBayed it. Even though there's only 100 made, I don't know if this is gonna become a collector's item. Who knows? Some extra GameCubes I have. One of them has a Nintendo 64 badge because I'm funny like that. Funny story, when I bought this GameCube, it had Smash Bros. Melee in it. And the TV remote is in a Wii remote holder. This thing is basically like a Wiimote. I'll show you. Whoa! It deserves a place in the Wii remote holder box. Another iMac G3 with the 1 million subscriber letter. Okay, moving back to the consoles. Here we have a fully working NES that was in that box. It came with a copy of Narc. I just keep this game in there to protect it from dust. A Super Nintendo with Yoshi's Safari, even though I don't have the light gun for it. Just thought the cover art looked nice to display. And an SNES mouse. The green N64 I got from that Craigslist deal, which replaced the gray N64. Mario Party 3 I borrowed a while ago from a friend and still have to return. The NES was a pretty good deal with the box, and I'm pretty sure I overpaid for the SNES with the box. Beautiful purple GameCube that came with a Game Boy player from, say it with me, Goodwill. Also the controller too, this was like $4, which was really good because this is a really rare color, I don't know. Yep, Goodwill is responsible for most of the junk I have in this room. Came with the Game Boy player, but it didn't come with a Game Boy player disc, which is really rare, but I can't complain. Look at my messy solution for solving the one port composite input on my TV. I tied all the old Nintendo systems together and I labeled the AV ports. Also, here are the power bricks for each vintage system. I have to unplug the Switch every time I want to use one of the older consoles. Wii U, good for playing Wii games too. This was my personal Wii U. And Bowser Wii Remote. Ooh. And here's the Nintendo Switch dock I use for this room. The Smash Bros. Ultimate Edition really matches the TV cabinet. The Switch is in the other room. I don't feel like getting it. And yes, I only use one Switch because Nintendo is bad at cloud syncing. Otherwise, I would be using two Switches. And right here is a Bluetooth adapter for the Switch so I can use AirPods on the Switch. And this TV cabinet was also from Walmart for $69. Haha, that's funny. Some Legend of Zelda posters that I thought looked cool. I don't play Zelda, I just thought these looked cool. And all of my YouTube play buttons arranged in a position I like. Yes. Don't know where I'll put my diamond one when that comes. Crap, what if my vlog channel hits 1 million subscribers? Where am I gonna put that one? What's in the closet? Old Mac monitor with a Mario puzzle. And another one with another Mario Odyssey puzzle. And these vintage Apple boxes I use to keep vintage Apple stuff in. This one is vintage Apple laptop stuff and this one is vintage Apple desktop stuff. I can show you what's in them. Yep, laptop chargers mostly. And here we go. Mostly vintage keyboards and mice. Some cables too, and speakers. Oh, I hope that quenched your guys' thirst since a certain series may never return on this channel. Some parts from old Macs and a Dell monitor for Macs that require VGA. I don't have an official Apple VGA monitor yet. I also hollowed out this old CRT monitor so I could put old Apple laptops in it. And on top of it is a collection of old Mac floppy drives I got from a Craigslist deal. This was what the $300 Apple book was wrapped in. I put it up on the wall because I thought it looked cool. Stuff to destroy, a toaster, and a paper shredder also for the videos. And I'm addicted to energy drinks now. I don't know why I decided to do this, but I decided to put up an evolution of Nintendo controllers on this rail. I don't know why I kept so many Trump stuff from the hotel. And yeah, I have a lot of bags hanging from stores that I find interesting, like Google, Apple, Donkey Kong. And up here is where I put the empty boxes, well, mostly empty boxes of the stuff I bought. This is the Nintendo side. Yeah, this is a trash game. This was like $10, so I just bought a second copy. Yeah, mostly Nintendo stuff. I don't know why I put Club Penguin DS here. I didn't know where else to put those controllers. I don't think I'm gonna take out of the box. That PlayStation Classic is also gonna stay in the box. I have a huge Nintendo Switch problem. Oh look, some YouTuber memorabilia. Okay, video game side, let's switch over to the Apple side. Yeah, most of these are empty boxes, but these are still sealed iPhones I got on Black Friday. Also some vintage Apple software. I love these boxes. Yeah, that's basically it for the closet. Let's end this tour at the door. I bought a shoe organizer to put all my controllers in. I'm surprised this cheap Walmart thing hasn't ripped yet because of how much weight these controllers are putting on it. I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to handle this much weight. But yeah, I organized the controllers from newest to oldest. Look, they're the Smash Bros. Ultimate controllers. And the special edition Animal Crossing wrist straps. Starlink junk. That Wavebird controller doesn't even have the adapter. Ugh, this tour took forever to film, and my throat is kinda sore from all this talking, and I just want to use this NES Zapper to And so with that, thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed that way too in-depth room and setup tour. And I'll see you guys later. Bye! Well, universe, you successfully forced me to do a room and setup tour. Are you happy now? Huh. Maybe I should have done one sooner.